Good morning, students. Here I begin with another new problem on amalgamation of firms, amalgamation and absorption. Okay. So first of all, you need to calculate purchase consideration, right? You need to calculate purchase consideration. What are the points to remember whenever you go for calculation of purchase consideration? You have only payment to shareholders are to be taken into consideration. Consideration for debenture holders will not be included in the calculation of purchase consideration, and liquidation expenses or payment for cost of absorption are not included in the purchase consideration. Only the payment to the shareholders in the form of shares or in cash will be included while calculating purchase considerations. Apart from that, any consideration for payment to debenture holders will not be included in the calculation of purchase consideration. Okay, let us look into this new problem. Illustration number 1. The balance sheet of X Company and Y Company Limited as on 31st December 2004 are as follows. We have liabilities X Limited, Y Limited, and we are having assets X Limited, Y Limited. Okay. The two companies decided to amalgamate into a new company, Z Company Limited. That means what? X Company Limited had to dissolve, had to liquidate. Y Company Limited also had to liquidate their business, shut down their business, and together they join hands together to form a new company which is called Z Company Limited. This is called absorption, amalgamation. So what happens? The Z Company Limited has taken over the business of X Company Limited and Y Company Limited. And when Z Company Limited has taken over the business of X Company Limited and Y Company Limited, Z Company Limited agreed to take over the assets and liabilities of these companies at the following terms. How? For X Company Limited, holders of each share of 30 rupees each in the company would receive 6 equity shares of rupees 5 each fully paid. And for Y Company Limited, holders of each share of rupees 15 each in the company would receive 12% preference shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up and rupees 10 in cash. Liquidation expenses are also given, but it's mentioned no liquidation expenses are not to be taken into consideration while calculating purchase consideration. Neither any consideration for debenture holders will be included in the calculation of purchase consideration. Only payment to the shareholders, either in the form of shares or in cash, will be taken into consideration while calculating purchase consideration. Look into the solution now. For X Company Limited, how will you calculate purchase consideration? You have to write like this: calculation of purchase consideration for X Company Limited and Y Company Limited. For X Company Limited, what are you having? Holders of each equity share will get 6 shares of rupees 5 each in Z Limited. Okay, Z Limited is a new company. So how will you calculate? What is given in the balance sheet? 3 lakh. So what will be the total number of equity shares? 3 lakh divided by 30. Isn't it? Because 30 rupees is given in the question. So 3 lakh divided by 30 will be the total number of equity shares. Multiply by 5, multiply by 6, you're getting 3 lakhs. Again, holder of each equity share will get rupees 30 each, will also get rupees 5. That means 30,000 again divided by 30 into 5. You are getting 50,000. Total purchase consideration of X Limited is 3,50,000. That means what? Z Company will give 3,50,000 to X Company Limited for purchasing its business. And for Y Company Limited, how much will Z Company Limited give? Holder of each equity share of rupees 15 each will get preference shares of rupees 10. So that means what? 15 each. So 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 divided by 15 will be the total number of equity shares. Multiply by 10, you'll get 1 lakh. Similarly, holder of each equity share of rupees 15 each will get rupees cash of rupees 10 each. Again, 1,50,000 divided by 15, number of equity shares, multiply by 10, you're getting 1 lakh rupees in cash. Payment in preference shares will be 1 lakh. Payment in cash will be 1 lakh. So this is your total purchase consideration of Y Limited. That means Z Limited is required to to give 2 lakh rupees to Y Limited for purchasing its business. Okay. Thank you, girls. Please go through the video properly and try to understand the concept of purchase consideration, which is very important. Once you're able to understand purchase consideration, you will be able to understand all other problems. Okay. Thank you.